Good afternoon. My name is Faris ASMADI. So today I'm going to do a little bit of presentation of my PSM1. So I did a research-based project called Comparative of Supervised Machine Learning for fraud detection in cryptocurrency transaction. So here are the table of contents for the slides. So let's move on to the introduction first. So we're going to summarize three main things here. So firstly is cryptography. So cryptocurrency are often referred as virtual currencies, which are a different form of payment created using encryption algorithms. This virtual currency is not controlled by the government or bank, means that there is no central authority manage and maintain the value of cryptocurrency. So next is pump and dump scheme. So pump and dump scheme is one of the fraud activities in cryptocurrency, where the unethical individual or groups typically inflating the price of an own stock through false and misleading positive statements, pump, in order to sell the cheaply purchased stock at a higher price, dump. So thirdly, we're going to focus on machine learning. So there are a few methods we introduced to detect the pump and dump scheme in our project. So, but then in previous study, one of the studies is a self-gradient boosting algorithm based on supervised machine learning approach to measure performance in order to detect pump and dump scheme in cryptocurrency transactions. So next we move on to the problem background. So firstly we have pump and dump scheme, where eventually investors lose the money when the assets are dumped as the price falls. Pump and dump can also be divided into three different phases during the operation. So and then next is we have initial coin offering. So what exactly is initial coin offering, ICO? So it is a cryptocurrency industry where a company seeking to raise money and funds by launching their own coin. So basically, if they want to raise funds, they will sell their own coin, and then those investors out there would invest in their coin. Since the company is, maybe they have a high profile, so eventually the price of the coin will gain more in the meantime. Right. So next is machine learning models. Machine learning algorithms must fall under the same category for the performance measurement. Let's say if you want to choose a supervised machine learning approach, so supervised machine learning approach also has their own category, so you need to choose the algorithms that falls under the same category for the performance measurement method. So lastly is for data collection. So we train the fraud detection models by applying each model with different supervised machine learning algorithms with a gathered data set and evaluation through the analysis of accuracy and precision of the fraud detection models. So for the data collection, we will go a little bit further later in research methodology and also requirement and design. So what is exactly the aim of our research? So the purpose of this research is to make a comparative analysis on supervised machine learning algorithms on detecting pump and dump scheme in cryptocurrency, and also conclude the best fraud detection model with the best algorithm. To develop the fraud detection model, the blockchain dataset will be provided based on pump and dump events from Telegram and GitHub, as I mentioned earlier. So there are three main research questions that will be discussed over here. So firstly, we have the first question is how to determine which keywords in data collection are more likely to be important in detecting pump and dump scheme, or maybe what are the important columns that are needed in order to train the fraud detection model with the available data. So next is how to determine which social media platform can be used to find the pump and dump events. As I said before, Telegram will be used as a social media platform to find the pump and dump events or activities. And thirdly is how to determine which algorithm is the most suitable to build the fraud detection model. In order to answer the third business question is by doing the analysis of the fraud detection models in detecting pump and dump activities. So thirdly, next is the research objective. So what exactly our objective is? Firstly is to observe blockchain datasets from channels on Telegram and open source datasets on GitHub, and also we need to clean and pre-process blockchain data. This one will be discussed further later. Next, secondly is to train the fraud detection models by applying each model with different supervised machine learning algorithms with the gated dataset and evaluation through the analysis of accuracy and precision of the fraud detection models. Thirdly, to conclude our research is by testing and compare the effectiveness between all different fraud detection models with different supervised machine learning algorithm applied. So, for our research scope, firstly is to study and compare methods for detecting fraudulent activities in cryptocurrency transaction, which is only pump and dump scheme, by applying several machine learning algorithms to blockchain data and transaction pattern. Next is we decided to use random forest, generalized linear model, and k-nearest neighbor algorithm that falls under supervised machine learning algorithm. Method of to detect fraud in cryptocurrency transaction. So thirdly is we will focus on cryptocurrency exchange in Binance, since it offers buy, sell, and coin exchanges between different network cryptocurrencies. So what we have done in our literature review is that firstly is we have did a literature review on fraud, where fraud can be differentiated into two things, which are fraud prevention and fraud detection. So fraud prevention is described as measuring and preventing the fraud from happening in the first place. There are a few things in the current issues and technologies that need to be prevented, such as watermarks, personal identification numbers for bank transactions, security system for online bank transaction, passwords on gateways, and more. So and then next we related more on the cryptocurrency. So we did a deeper research on cryptocurrency, where we discovered that it is a blockchain where it's decentralized and distributed. Block will be generated once a new transaction happens, and every block is connected, exchanged through hashing technique, so any third party will not be able to access it. Cryptocurrency also represent a form of digital currency where transactions occur digitally only. And thirdly, we move further more in by relating the fraud and cryptocurrency. So we try to understand or find what are the frauds in cryptocurrency. So as we found, there are a few frauds in cryptocurrency. So firstly is our main fraud that we are going to do a research, which is pump and dump. And then next is Ponzi scheme. Ponzi scheme is one of the fraudulent activities also in cryptocurrency, where the unethical individual or organizer receives the money by making user or investor to enter the scheme. And then next is lastly is sorry, this is not fraud in cryptocurrency but machine learning. So several studies have provided manually labeled datasets with confirmed pump and dump events to train machine learning and deep learning models for detecting the scheme. In summary, from the previous study, they found out that random forest models are the best or outperform compared to other algorithms such as generalized linear model, linear regression, SVM, k-nearest neighbor, DT in detecting pump and dump scheme. Okay, so next we move on to the research methodology, where we are going to relate with requirement and design also. So firstly, uh, it is divided into three phases. So first phase is data collection and pre-processing. Phase 2 is design and develop the fraud detection model to detect pump and dump scams. Phase 3 is implementation, analysis, and discussion. So let's move on first to the data collection and pre-processing. So throughout my research, I found out that the data of pump and dump activities can be collected on Telegram channel through Pump Olim, where Pump Olim provide data from verified pump and dump channels on Telegram. And also I found out from one paper by WHO, where it it provides the GitHub repository, which is a valid dataset of pump and dump scheme also, which is accepted from Telegram. And then after that, we also do the data cleaning by removing any duplicate rows that can be found in the datasets, as well as handling missing values on the datasets and normalize the data formats for the consistency. And lastly, data processing is done on the first phase, which transform data into a suitable format for analysis, create new features or columns if necessary, and determine the important columns from the data sets, such as channel ID, target, exchange, parent coin, and timestamp. Okay, so for the phase 2 here, which is the design and develop the fraud detection model. So firstly, we figure out the tools to use in order to develop the FDM. So firstly, we figure out to use scikit-learn, which is an open software. So next is by concluding the algorithm that we want to use, which is, as I stated before, random forest is the first algorithm. Next is generalized linear model, and also k-nearest neighbor. And then what is the best thing of scikit-learn is that for the data splitting, the FDM will be trained as well by taking 70% on the data collection and another 30% for the analysis and testing later on phase 3. Alright, so here are the specific code of each of algorithm used. So for later in implementation later, we will use this specific code for random forest, generalized linear model, and also k-nearest neighbor in order to train the model. Okay, next for phase 3, which is implementation, analysis, and discussion. So on this phase, we will combine the process on phase 1 and phase 2, where from the clean data and pre-processed data will be applied on the developed fraud detection model in order to measure the performance of each of the fraud detection models. So firstly, from the data collection on phase 1 will be applied on the developed, as I said before. So the result taken will be based on the accuracy of the FDM in detecting pump and dump scams and its effectiveness as well. So the FDM will be measured based on the matrix of area under the ROC curve or AUC, precision, recall, and F1 score. Next, discussion will be conducted by looking at each fraud detection model's result along with the algorithm applied. Hence, the best FDM with the best algorithm is developed in detecting pump and dump events. Okay. So to conclude our PSM1, so all the objectives mentioned before are concluded. So firstly is the observation and pre-processing of blockchain data. The first objective of observing blockchain datasets from Telegram channels and official datasets on GitHub, followed by data cleaning and pre-processing was successfully achieved. This involved collecting relevant data, filtering for keywords, removing irrelevant or duplicate entries, handling missing values, and normalizing data formats. Secondly is we achieved the training of fraud detection models. So the second objective was to train fraud detection models using various supervised machine learning algorithms on the gathered dataset. This was accomplished by developing and training models with random forest, generalized linear model, and k-nearest neighbors. The models were evaluated based on accuracy and precision, ensuring a thorough analysis of their performance. And lastly is we achieve testing and comparing the model effectiveness. So the third objective involved testing and comparing the effectiveness of the different fraud detection models with various supervised machine learning algorithms. This was achieved through detailed evaluation metrics, including ROC, AUC, precision, record, and F1 score. So by doing the comparative analysis, we provide insights into the strengths and weaknesses of each algorithm, identifying the most effective model for detecting crime and downstream. So here are the Gantt chart of PSM1, the full overview of Gantt chart of PSM1. So I just that's all from me. Thank you.